Hello church, I hope you're having a great small group. Hey, we're in week 5 of a 6-week series on the Hebrew names of God. And today we come to one that as soon as we talk about it, you're going to know all about it because it's the most famous psalm. We're going to talk about Jehovah Rohi, which means the Lord is my shepherd. And here we are out at the Field of Dreams in Salem Township, and Stephanie has been gracious to bring her sheep and let us come and film here as we talk about it. I'll bet if you only have memorized one psalm, it's Psalm 23, and we're going to talk about it tonight. You know, there are lots of famous people in the Bible who started out as shepherds. Abraham was a shepherd, and so was Jacob and his 12 sons. You remember Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness watching his father-in-law's sheep. And then David, of course, before he was a king, he was a shepherd. And I always think, when I think of the 23rd Psalm, I think about how David wrote it. And I think he probably wrote this when he was young, when he was a shepherd. And I think he laid there out on the hillside where he was watching his sheep at night. And he began to connect the way that he took care of his sheep with the way God took care of him. And the result was the 23rd Psalm. You know, I have Miss Jenny with us today, our children's director. And Jenny, I ask you to come and be a part of this filming because I read Isaiah 40 verse 11 in the New Living Translation, and it made me think about you. It says that God will feed his flock like a shepherd, but then he says this: he will carry the lambs in his arms, holding them close to his heart, and he will gently lead the mother sheep with their young. And I've thought over the 20-some years that we've worked together of how many thousands of times I've passed you in the hall, and the little one that is hurting, the little one that needs their mom, the little one that needs changed, the one who just needs love, you've got them in your arms. And the thing that makes our children's department special isn't the things we do, it's that everything we do with love. And you've set the pattern for that. So I thought you would be ideal to come and talk about how you care for our lambs, and then other thoughts you might have about how we care for our sheep. Thanks for coming.
Well, I think children and sheep are a lot alike. They're very gentle, very soft, and they need a whole lot of care. And that's why I love the name Jehovah Rohi for God, because it talks about how he loves and nurtures and cares for us, his sheep, just like a shepherd would for these sheep. A shepherd has to take care of the sheep and provide for them. He has to provide green grass for them, clean water, food for them, and God does that for us. I love being able to go to God and say, God, here's my need. You can meet it. I also love that a shepherd has to direct his sheep. They have a staff so that they can take the sheep to where they need to be. See, sheep will go to the same place over and over again, even if it's not what they need. If we look to God, our shepherd, he will direct us and take us to what we need: green pastures, clean water. The other thing that a shepherd has to do is protect his sheep. These sheep have absolutely no defense. And so their only defense is someone who loves them and takes care of them. And a shepherd uses his rod to watch out for any predators. Also, sometimes when sheep get themselves into trouble, like insects, he has to go in and he has to protect them even from themselves. I can know that God is my shepherd. He'll protect me from things outside, and even when I do things to myself, he'll open his word to me and show me where I need to go. So I love that God is our shepherd, Jehovah Rohi, and I need that every day. Just like these sheep need someone to take care of them. I'm so glad that God is that for us.
Jenny, that was wonderful. And look at your friends, they love it too.
They're great.
And it's great to be here. You know, sheep only make it if they have a good shepherd. And David was a good shepherd. And his righteousness gave him a lens through which to see God. And I think it's really important that we be people who, the way that we trust our shepherd, gets our kids and other people around us to trust God too. Just one more thought that I want to share with you, and that is, you know, David talked about the Lord is my shepherd. You know, that shepherd came to earth and became a human being to die on the cross for us, and he's called the Good Shepherd. So when you're reading tonight in your group and you're reading some verses, be sure you read John 10, 11 and 14 and the verses around that, where Jesus says, I am that good shepherd that David talked about. I hope you have a great time. Before you leave, everybody say, bah, and then I hope you'll share with me some of the great things you learned from each other in your group tonight. God bless you.